What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LA Styles, aka VLA Styles, aka LA, right? Aka Anderson, also known as Anderson 100. All right. Because over here, I try to keep it 100. Okay. Y'all need this information. We will try to get you this information. Now, I'm going to try to speed run this almost because it's almost 1 o'clock. Now, I recorded an hour of this earlier today and there was no audio for some reason. I don't even want to say what that reason was. So I'm gonna go through this now, and I'm gonna try to get this to be like maybe 20 minutes at the most, or try to be 15 minutes. Now, let me start by saying this at the beginning because I don't want to keep saying this because I want to cut some stuff out of here as much as I can. Okay, so I am not a financial advisor. Okay, but I do know cryptocurrency. I've been in cryptocurrency. Right. And going forward, when I do talk about cryptocurrency, I will be talking about mostly cryptocurrency projects, mostly nodes, everything that I've mentioned will typically be free to enter or start. Okay. Will be free to enter or start. Now, there are some nodes or projects where you can enter for free and you can pay to increase your earnings or boost your earnings and things like that. That will be up to you to find that out. What I'm going to do is because I have like 25 projects that I'm in now, I'm going to try to share all 25 projects, but not on one show, which is what I was going to try to do before, right? Because I didn't feel like I would be able to get enough detail per, um, per each project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over each project individually. Okay. Each project individually. All right. And we're going to do three things. We're going to go over their website. We're going to try to find their Get book or not GitHub, but typically their Get book or their tokenomics if they're out. Um, Get book, if you don't know, typically what they try to lay out ahead of what their overview is, what their plan is, what they're going to be doing, or what they aim to do. And then typically, if they have tokenomics, if the token is currently out, if they're entered or past their TGE phase, then we will go over that. So that's all in the same thing. If you can find the information. Then thirdly, we will go over my personal dashboard. Now, this will be the first day that we'll be going over my dashboard, starting today, right? Every project I am showing you, I am currently using. That's why at the end of each video, I will show you my dashboard for that project, right? And which is why I really want to do like a day one and let's go over all the projects. Let me show you where all the dashboard lies and then give updates weekly, right? So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to try to, after this video, try to give you guys 2 or 3 videos, probably 2 videos a day over the next week until we cover all the projects. And then going forward after that, we'll just be doing general updates every week or weekly, uh, and just going over the dashboards and then where I stand at in each project going throughout the week. Again, every project I will mention is free to use, free to enter, get started for free. Everything I use will be in the description section. Now, currently it's not on Twitch and it's not on Kick, but it is currently in my YouTube description. Okay, all the links. I will update um, Twitch and Kick at a later date. Okay, tonight is not tonight. So let's get started. My first that I'm in, that I'm really kind of feeling to a degree is Monami. Okay. Monami is built on the Monad blockchain. Okay. It's built on the Monad blockchain. The Monad blockchain is not out. It is in testnet. There is a lot of projects on Monad. And Monami is supposed to be a project on there. Now, mind you, as a side note, all projects could be scams. Could be. All right. So you never know. That's why you want to do your research. You want to do your due diligence. But again, all the projects I will be showing you are free. You can use them for free. Okay. Cool. Now that's it. So if you put any money in, it's your own choice, sir, and or ma'am. But I also will tell you what projects I do have finances in. Like if I spent some money on anything, I will tell you that upfront. But again, that'd be my belief. Like I feel like I should spend a little bit of money on the project or not. That don't mean that you should, because I feel like I should. Okay. So Monami, first project. I'm really into Monami currently. It's very similar to Grass and Spark. If you don't know what Grass and Spark is, um, they kind of like sell slash use your very little internet bandwidth from your internet service, along with other things, right? So Monad is like the Grass version, and Grass is on Solana, I believe. I don't know what blockchain Spark is on. Grass is out, and the token is like $1.14, $1.05, something like that. Spark is not out. So you can go into Spark. I am in Spark as well. Um, its token is not out, but if it's still anything selling like Grass, it might to reach $1. That's what I'm hoping. And Monami is very similar, but on a different blockchain, on the Monad blockchain. And I'm hoping that this could also reach $1. So let's go over the website. We're going to go to the Get book, and then we're going to go to my dashboard. Okay, so again, I'm trying to speed run some of these things. I might not read everything in the Get book as I did earlier, and it took some time, but cool. Powering the AI innovation worldwide. Turn your unused internet bandwidth into real rewards. Don't let it go to waste. That's where it's very similar to Spark and Grass. Okay, this is the dashboard. We'll go over this in our third slide, so to speak. What is Monami? Monami is a pioneering depend. Hold on. Am I what to call it? Hold on. Oh, okay. Let's get back. Monami is a pioneering depend project built on Monad, aiming to bring high performance, decentralized infrastructure services to the next generation of internet users. Monami enables users to contribute and utilize their idle resources while being rewarded with native tokens through a trustless and transparent system, right? 3 steps. Log into the Monami, log into Monami and start earning by sharing your idle bandwidth and computing power, right? Cool. You just started by logging into Monami, creating an account. If you don't have an account, it's secure and free. It's supposed to be secure and free. All right. 2, download the Monami extension. So you got to go to the website, is in the description. It's probably the first link in my description on YouTube. Um, Click that. Those are all referral links though. That's in my descriptions. Um, get started by logging into Monami, creating an account. So that's the website. Once you create the account, you download the Monami extension, log into your account through the extension, and you receive a free node. Right? At that point in time, you'll be sharing your idle bandwidth, complete tasks if you want to. That's on the dashboard. Invite your friends and watch your rewards grow. All right, they have a reward system. If anybody use your your referral code or your referral link, excuse me, you receive 10 free Monami, and they receive 10 as well. Okay. Now there are paid nodes. This is where you're seeing this at on the right side. There are paid nodes that you don't have to buy. Again, that's a choice. And part of the referral system is you can receive 5% commissions on your referees' total node purchase. So if I refer someone and then they buy a node, I can get some kickback from that. Okay. As if they buy a node. But again, you don't have to buy a node to use this. I want to make sure I clarify that. You don't have to buy a node to use this. It's free. Um, Powering the AI innovation worldwide, bring high performance, decentralized infrastructure services to the next generation of internet users. They do have a um, Twitter, and they have a Discord, and then they have a Git book. Okay, let's go over to the Git book. Excuse me. Let's switch this out. We're gonna try to keep it moving for y'all, so we can keep this video somewhat in a respectable time. What's going on here? Uh, right there. Cool. This is the overview. Now we're not gonna go through all these things on the left side, but we'll go through most of the important ones because again, we're trying to save some time. It's 1:03 a.m. Um, which is why I'm just gonna do a lot of these live, so I don't have to do any type of editing. I'll probably change the thumbnails later, but I really got to get to bed because I got to be up in like 5 hours for work. Okay, overview. Building the pioneer decentralized network on Monad. What is Monami? We read that first part. By leveraging Monad's scalable layer one blockchain, Monami allows individuals to contribute real world resources such as bandwidth, edge devices, and GPU power and earn native rewards through a trustless, transparent system. Every contributor becomes a stakeholder in the digital infrastructure that powers our future. Why it matters? Monami supports a new class of infrastructure use cases, including content delivery and edge caching, serverless compute at the edge, distributed AI inference, and model execution. These services are typically controlled by centralized providers, which are like big companies, corporations. Monami changes that by offering an open, permissionless alternative where ownership is shared across a global community of users and contributors. Our vision, Monami envisions a future where the internet's core infrastructure is no longer dominated by large corporations. Instead, it is owned, maintained, and governed by the people who rely on it. By decentralizing infrastructure at the hardware and protocol level, Monami creates new economic opportunities and greater resilience, empowering developers, users, and communities to build and scale on their own terms. All right. Features. We don't leave that part because we're going to get over there at another part. Refuel, we'll get at another part, and that we'll get another part. Okay, cool. Let's go here. What is Monami? When you run a Monami Light node, you're just supporting the network. You're not just supporting the network. You're actively mining Monami. That's the big difference here. Is what I'm taking from this. I'll have to ask a couple guys in the Discord to confirm. What happened with Grass and Spark is you don't earn the currency, you earn points. And then those points, depending on how many you hit, you earn or you earn by using a node or having a node running in referrals. Depends on, or not depends, determines your portion of the airdrop once they airdrop whatever amount of the tokens or percent of the tokens of the total supply that they're going to airdrop, right? The difference in Monami is your node is actively actually mining Monami, not earning points. I love that. If that's the case, that's what it says here. It's what I'm reading. I will have to confirm that in the Discord. Cool. There are no fees, no extra steps. Every second your node is online, you earn. Monami is a native token that powers everything inside the Monami ecosystem. It's how we reward contributors, fuel growth, and build a system that gives back to the people who help run it. Designed for long-term growth. We built Monami to be sustainable, fair, and aligned with the people who power the network. Instead of rewarding early insiders or short-term hype, our tokenomics are focused on real contribution. The tokenomics are not out yet. The more you help grow the network by staying active, inviting others, and running your node, the more you earn. We'll be releasing the full breakdown of Monami supply, emissions, and allocation soon in our official tokenomics announcement. For now, just know this: every second you contribute, you're building your stake in the Monami ecosystem, and we're just getting started. We talked about the referral system. You refer a friend, you refer anyone, you get 10, they get 10 if they sign up and start mining, start the free node. The commission, anyone you refers, if they end up buying a $35 node, that's how much the nodes are, $35. If they buy a $35 node, you get a 5% commission. To receive your commissions, make sure you connect both your EVM and Solana wallets. Your commission will be sent directly to the appropriate linked wallet. Okay. Set up light nodes. That's goes over creating an account. Of course, email address, password. Um, you open, you hit connect. We'll go over that. Once your node's connected, it begins mining automatically. We know that. Um, we don't need that part because we're gonna go over that in the dashboard. Mining Monami, idle G. Now I don't know about the GPU resource situation. I don't think it uses my GPU. It doesn't seem like it, but this could be something that's coming at a later time. Could be something that's coming at a later time. Right now, I see it using my CPU and my RAM, but that's because I have multiple nodes versus us using my GPU. Okay, there are two different node types: a standard node and a light node. Standard node, you'll mine 0.1, um, or up to 0.1 Monami per hour of uptime, meaning every hour you can earn 0.1 Monami an hour. Rewards depend on your device's performance and consistent uptime. So that's about 2.4 Konami a day. Now, a light node, which is a paid node, is $35. If you buy a light node and you also keep the standard one, of course, because it's free. So if you buy a light node, then you have two nodes. But your standard one will still be earning at this 2.4 a day average because they are boosters as well. Your light node, though, will mine one Monami an hour, right, which is 24 Monami a day. Multiple nodes can be ran on a single device, increasing your total contribution and reward potential. That's because with the same account, you could just buy multiple nodes and run them. They'll automatically run through your extension. Different IP addresses and everything. I'll show you on the dashboard. Okay. We went over the referral program. You can buy the light nodes with a ETH, USDT, USDC, BNB, and SOL. Price $35 per node. You also can get a deal. If you buy 5 lights, it's 5% off. If you buy 10 lights, that's 10% off. If you buy 20 lights, that's 15% off. Right? For those of you out here who like the project, if you decide that you want to buy, now you don't have to buy them in 5, 10, and 20. You can buy singles. You can buy one node today, two nodes tomorrow, one node. You know what I'm saying? You could do it like that. But if you buy them in bulk, right, in increments of kind of like 10, 20, they got them 50, 100 or whatever the case is, you get a bigger percent off. Now, I'll show you this on the dashboard as well. If you use someone's referral code, which is 6 digits, if you use their referral codes under the portion or under the part where you buy these, you can get 10% off plus the additional percent that's right here. So if you buy 5 light nodes, it's 5% off. If you use someone's referral code in the code bar, it'll give you another 10% off. So that's 15% off. So that turn this 15% off, that'll be 20% off, that'll be 25% off. Again, I'll show you this once we get to the dashboard. Okay. Standard nodes on between 0.01 to 0.1 per hour. Again, that's based on performance, of course. And then your light nodes are on a fixed 1 Monami per hour. All right. And again, there's boosters for this. This means that light nodes can generate 10 to 100 times more rewards compared to standard nodes. But again, you don't need a light node. You start your account for free and you'll get a standard node for free. Just let it run. Tier-based earnings. So you get boosters. The more nodes you end up getting in the long run, you get these times 5, times 2, times 15, or whatever boosters, depending on how many nodes you have, how many light nodes you have. Okay. So the more you spend, the more you can earn, of course. Uptime, the longer. If you have a standard node, you have to check in daily, right? A check in gives you XP. XP, the more XP you earn, goes towards giving you these temporary boosters. Okay. Now, if you have a standard node, you have to make sure you check in daily. If you have a paid node, it checks in daily for you. Okay. Again, I'll show you that on the dashboard. Okay. Let's get to where we need. When you run a Monami node, your GPU becomes part of the global distributed infrastructure that continuously process computational tasks. These tasks support a wide range of use cases, including AI model training, video rendering, scientific simulations, blockchain operations. Instead of concentrating compute power in centralized data centers, Monami enables anyone with a capable GPU to distribute and earn rewards. This levels the playing field, giving users direct access to the global computing economy. By distributing computing tasks across um, thousands of contributors, Monami reduces reliance on traditional cloud providers. At the same time, it helps developers and businesses access cost-effective, scalable, and decentralized compute. This approach unlocks the full potential of idle GPU power and brings it to life in a network designed for real-world utility. Again, I haven't seen my GPU being used, so I don't know if this part of the project is really active yet. Now, maybe it's just so minute that I'm not really seeing it. Um, I will be double checking that and giving you guys an update the next time we do talk about Monami, hopefully in like a week or two or whatever the case is. Okay. Um, how it works: contribute your GPU configuration, productivity tracking with Monami Network, performance merging and synthesis, create virtual servers, decentralized GPU platform integration. This is all architecture. Contribution mechanism, reward for completed rentals, performance hashing and threshold evaluation, uh, referee contract. Right, this is here. This is on the Monami Git book. Okay, we're not going to spend a ton of time because we have to get ready to get up out of here, man. I'm tired. Okay. This part of the XP system I'm telling you about, and then I'll show you this too when we get over there. This goes to the XP system down here as well. To the speed boosters. Then your daily streak as part of your check-in. We'll show you that too. Okay. You can check this out on their website. Okay. Again, website, they do have a Twitter /X, and they do have a Discord. Okay. So let's move on. Let's get to the main joint. Okay. Let me get to here. Let's go here. Okay. So this is what your dashboard looks like. Okay. What the dashboard looks like. So here, starting at the top left, after the Monami logo. All right. Right here, next, first thing you have is referral. Right now, I have one referral, so I have one right here. I have another account. Okay. Right here is your code, right? This is your referral code. If you hit share with friends, this is where your referral link is. Okay. Referral code, referral link. Two different things. Remember, I told you if you use a referral code, you can get, if you come over here down to the middle page on the right side, this is where you buy nodes at. Like no purchase, it's where you buy nodes at. You put someone's 6-digit code in right here and click apply, it'll give you 10% off. And if you see right here, you buy 5% off, 10% off, 20, 15% off, 50, 20% off, 100, 30% off. Okay. This is that code that you will find people use to put down there. Now you can't use your own code. You have to use someone else's, of course. Right. And if you want your referral link, you hit share with friends and you gotta have your link. Remember, I told you once you got your regular node, your standard node, you have to click this daily. Daily. Right now it's grayed out. You have to click this daily, you get your 19-day streak. When you get your every time you click that, you get XP. I'll show you where that's at, right? This is my wallet. Let's keep it moving. So down under that, we have Monami minings. Right now I have 21 nodes. This is supposedly my total minings for 18 days of uptime. The system was down for a couple days. Prior, it was down for a couple days. I think I was still earning somewhat low, but it was down for a couple days. This is my today's minings, supposedly, right? It's been up 6 hours, 18 minutes. This is for today. All right. If you go under that, um, it's still calculating, of course, because it's still running. Total light nodes. Um, it's right here. I don't know why I say total light nodes when you got this up here, but anywho, speed boost right now. I have a 18.9 percent speed boost going on. If you have a standard node, you have to come up here. This won't be grayed out. It'll be green and it'll say connect. You have to click this, and then it'll say connect over there. And then over here it'll say disconnect. Because once you have a standard node, you could turn it on and off. We have a paid node, you can't do that, right? Because it's doing it for you automatically. Okay. This is where you buy your nodes at. If you see 1x light node equals $35. Right now there's 2,000, I think, currently supposedly max, at least for the time being. Maybe they'll go up after these 2,000 are sold. But right now there's 1,457 sold out of the 2,000. Right now connected to the Ethereum, but you could use BNB, Arbitrum, Base, or Optimism, right? And on each one, of course, like ETH, you can use ETH or USDT. Okay. Again, if you go to 5, you see the ETH down here go up. Once you get to 5, wow, you see the 5% kick in on the side right there. Now, if I put in someone's code, you will see it go down lower, and you'll see the 5 go to like 15. So let me see if I can. I close my notepad. I was gonna put in someone's code, and then you know what? I can get my other code. Let's do this. 06 FW 05. This is my other account code. So if I apply this, see, it went from 5 to 15. Now sometimes you got to go back here, go down, pause, and go back up just for this the actual sort of correct number. And sometimes it'd be off. But you do have to me, best practice is to change this and then change it back to what you want it to be after you apply these codes. So now it's 15% off. So now this is the total for 5 nodes, 15% off. Okay. So remember that. Um, and then this is daily. Now, after we were down for 2 days, it kind of updated some things. So things changed and some things kind of disappeared. So you can't see my previous days. Even though you see up here, I've been active for 19 days. Right. So I can't see my previous days currently, but I can see the 20th. And I think this is actually wrong. This should probably be for the 21st, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Um, but yeah, so this is my today's earnings, right? And you'll get what you earned. You see a different purple for bonuses. You see a different purple for boosts, which I should have, but for some reason it's not showing the boost up top. And then you have another color up top for referrals. Or if you get anything off referrals, again, you don't typically get anything off referrals unless someone buys a node. Okay. And then down here is your nodes. And then you'll be able to hit these arrows. If you have more than one page of nodes, you hit these arrows and it'll take you to your different nodes. Now, I don't get the kicker in naming the nodes, but this is the option if you want to name the nodes for whatever reason. If you see this node at the bottom, that's my free node. That's my free node. That's why the balance is so low, because it don't earn that much. And the ones above it are paid nodes. Right. I have put money into this project. All right. I'm hoping it's a pretty decent project, because I typically don't put money in these joints. Not gonna lie to you. But that's me. It don't have to be you. Right. If you wanted to, and it's your choice, you could put in $35 and buy one node. That way you don't have to worry about the daily checking in and things like that, right? And then you get the increase of one Monami per hour, so 24 a day. But then you also get the booster, right? Because you're gonna be checking in, so you're gonna hit the 7, 8, 14, 21, 28 day. Okay, so that's everything. Excuse me, on the front page. Cool. Referral points. I got 10 referral points because I referred one person, which is my other account that I run only the free node on. Again, that's for testing purposes, right? Light node purchase commissions, none, because I haven't bought any light nodes on the other computer. That's always says 001.001 for whatever reason. My wallet addresses, and if you have referees down here, It looks like you can see whatever wallet is attached to their account and maybe whatever earnings you're getting from them or whatever the case is, the amount of nodes they have. Um, maybe total payment to you, your commission, transactions, whatever the case. I don't have any referees. Um, now, if you do, again, you can get a boost too if you use someone referral code who owns nodes, right? So again, I own nodes. So if you use my referral code, you will also get a boost in your earning potential for using the code of someone who owns paid nodes. Okay, you take advantage of that because I have paid nodes. You will get a boost in your own earnings for using my referral because I own a paid node. Okay, that's all on this page. Let's keep it moving. See, my total XP is 92,915. Okay. Um, that's because I got my streak. So it gets checked in every day. And then because I own paid nodes. So right now I'm getting a speed boost of 1.26 from this portion. Okay. Right now I'm getting a speed boost of 1.26 just from the XP, from this portion of the XP. All right. This is the permanent XP, you could kind of say. Cool. Then you have social quest down here. Connect your X, follow Monami on X, follow NAS Capital, connect the Discord, join the Monami Discord. All right. Especially when you're early on, just to get you to like your first one or two ranks. Can I view all? Right. Next time like captain, but that'll get you past novice and rookie. All right, get you some extra speed. Then you could claim your referees if you get them. You can claim them down here to give you a little bit more XP, 50, 100, 200, 400, 1,000. And then you have your side quests down here. Social quests up top, side quests down here. Be about 5 XP per or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done none of these yet. Let's keep it moving. So details, profile info. My total, Monami currently, total XP, total nodes, free and paid. That's why it's 21 because then I have my one free and I bought 20. Speed boost is 18.9. My email address, or email just attached to this account. My 2 addresses for my ETH and Solana. My Monami Light node ranks. Again, now this gave me a 15 times speed boost because I'm at 20. I bought 20 nodes. They gave me 20,000 XP. Right, that's into that 92,000. That's how I got that boost, and then it gives me a times 15 speed boost down here as well. Right, this all goes into this 18.9 speed boost. So the more you have, the more speed boost. Again, I'm not telling you to purchase anything. This is a free system. Get the free node. It runs in a browser, has a browser extension. sign, go through the referral code if you would. Create an account on the website, then download the extension, sign into the extension, and then you up and going. All right, no more, no less. My social accounts, VLA Styles is really Anderxon or Anderxon 100 in Discord or Anderxon 100 on X/Twitter. Okay. And that's about it. We will update this. We'll update this. I know it's kind of fast. It still took us like 20 something minutes. How long it's been? Still 34 minutes, but it's shorter than an hour. I got to get to bed. Anywho, um, this is Monami. This is the project Monami. The reason why I like this project is because it's very similar to Grass and very similar to Spark. And I know both of those projects, right? I'm familiar with the type of projects they are and what's going on with those projects, right? So that's why I'm into those type of projects. All right, Monami is very similar to that, but on a different blockchain. So that's why I like the project. Very simple. Sign up, you get a free node. You don't have to pay anything or whatever. You set it in and forget it. If you have to almost forget it unless you want to claim your daily streaks type of situation. They are active on Twitter. I'm from the looks of it, it is a very small team, in my personal opinion. I don't know how small of a team, but it is a very small team. But they do post on Twitter, and they do be in the Discord. Okay, you can follow me at Anderxon or Anderxon 100. That's ANDERXON on Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube as well. Right, well, I will be going over these projects and posting them for you guys, and letting you know how to get in and when you should get in. Which every time I go on these, you should probably get in now. I'll let you know if a project, or try to remember to let you know if a project is new, or kind of a senior project or semi-senior project. It's kind of been around for a while. I have a mixture of all. Okay. I'm not just into all new programs or all old programs. Sometimes you got to get ahead. You want to um, make a big splash as far as getting the most you can out of a project. Sometimes it's the earlier you get in, or a lot of times the earlier you get in, the more you can earn. Because as the slots get filled with a project, and the more people come into a project, typically at some point in time, the earnings are going to slow up. Okay, so you wanna get a mixture of that in. Okay, so this is Monami, right? I like it so far. It is very, very new. I think maybe 2 or 3 months. I think the mining slash the nodes only been active for like maybe a month, if that. So you this definitely an early project, definitely an early project. And again, it's free. It's free to get in and get going. Get your free node. Follow the link in the description below, and get over there and get your free node, man. And you just open up in a browser, let it do its thing. Okay, this is one of my top picks currently. Currently, okay. Now again, any project can be a scam, but if it's a free project and you don't have to spend no money, have to spend no money. Hey, what are they actually scamming? Maybe some internet resources. Um, if you choose to put money, do your due diligence, do your research. Things like Monami, they have a website, they have a Git book, they have a Twitter, they have a Discord. Do your research, go read. It's fundamental. Go on Twitter, ask questions, go on the Discord, ask questions, talk to the community. If you can't find nobody from the project, talk to the community. See what they do, see how they feel, see what their experience is like, and things of that nature. Find out your information before you just put your money in. Okay? Just to each his own. Right. With that, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I don't need no donations per se. You can hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button on whatever you watching me on. I would appreciate that. And then if you would, you can use the referral links in the description right now. They're all in the description on my YouTube, but not on X or Kick. But I will get them over there at some point in time. For each individual project, I'll have to go over there and put it in the description. Okay. With that, I appreciate y'all, man, and I'm out, man. Be safe, be careful. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Um, Watch out for scammers, real life and online. And I hope y'all have a good one, man. Peace.